my arguments, I will go
I've never seen this.
on to my rebuttal.
I've never seen this.
And here is my rebuttal. The first speaker
Oh,
said that learning is selfish, should not be selfish. And what I have to say is that since when is learning selfish? Learning is not selfish. Learning wants to teach you. Now, I will move on to my first argument. Firstly, school isn't just the only place to help with management. School will help you with a future. For example, math and language. School will help you with surviving the world to help you earn money so you won't be living on the road. School will help you learning about the next stage.
what the?
The teachers don't want you to worry. Like, oh no, why is my body changing? School will help you find out. For example, PSAT. School will help you being prepared. Prepared for the future. Prepared for your jobs. For example, science, math, English, because you do need a little bit of creative writing. Here's my second argument. What if the world where only school helps with management? Imagine a world where school only helps with management
Oh,
jobs. We won't be able to know about the past, as history is like useless for jobs. We won't be able to learn about swimming and PE because it's useless as L. We will learn some odd things like negotiating. Well, imagine being in year 2 or year 1, and then the teacher says, "Hello, class. Today we're gonna learn what negotiating." And the kids will be like, "What is negotiating?" Also, there's no PSAT, which also means you will worry about your body. And here's the impact. We won't know a lot about the past, and we won't know what will happen to our body. For example, you get a period. You'll probably be like, "Oh no, I'm bleeding to death." And also, you'll see that a few people will be quite ahem, oversized, as we don't learn about keeping ourselves healthy. Because is health part of one of our jobs? No. Oh yeah. So, ending to the conclusion. Judge, if this world was real, you would see big people everywhere. And you will probably won't know about creativity. So, please consider your choice carefully as even though the negative is helping with management, we overwin them because we're helping them with almost everything. As well as, isn't university for preparing for the future? Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that wonderful speech. The speaker spoke for 4 minutes and 40 seconds. I know, 20 seconds. Now, to extend the clash for the opposition side,
Name's on.
calling on the second speaker of opposition, here.
Name's on. You share this.
It's me.
Please.
It's me.
Oh, fuck.
So my speech start at 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, my name is Harry and today I stand for the oppositions and today I will share my speech about the motion that this House opposed the narrative that the primary purpose of education is to seek employment. So I support these ideas because the main reason or primary purpose of education is not only for secure employment, but only help, but it usually help us like know about society, science, and example. If you want to, if you learn about science, so it will help you, example, help you learn about how volcano form and how the ocean or continent forms. And it's not related anything about the employment. As so you can see that education is not only focused on job, uh, 100%, but help us improve our knowledge for future job, not today. Example that you choose learning at primary or secondary school, and you cannot learn about something about economy like marketing because you are too young. So first of all, you need to learn step by step about the most common things i- of the students like the science or social studies. So conclude. So I I'm not so opposed this idea because I think that um, education not only help us about the employment, but it support for our knowledge for future. Let us know many things and like and we can be be good more in the future. Thank you for listening.
All right. Thank you very much, Harry, for that wonderful speech. The speaker spoke for 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Now, to clarify the clash, calling on the third speaker of proposition, here.
Here, am I audible?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes.
Two.
I'll begin in three, two, one. A school's primary purpose is to secure employment. Hello, my name is Olivia, and I support this motion, for this is the correct thing to say. And I'm the third speaker and the whip speaker of proposition. So moving on to my rebuttals before I dive into my speech. Well, the first speaker talked about what was education and not the main motion. Like the motion isn't asking the first speaker to explain what is education. But the first speaker talked mostly or half about education. The second speaker got confused and supported us instead. So in the end, we got supported in the end. So why we win? First, I'll tell you about the analysis and weighing and framing problems. It wasn't very strong. Then the second speaker's analysis and weighing fell apart, for he decided to help us instead, and the first speaker was a little bit muddled up, and there was no impact. So even if even if school helps a lot with employment, it's not just it. They prepare you for the future. Like
Okay.
you got your period and then you think something's wrong. And in the end you go to the hospital
Hi.
and you just waste your money for nothing. So for my first class, it's preparing for the future and helps you stay safe. If without PSHE lessons, because that has knows nothing important with secure employment, then you'll be walking around the roads, muddling up everything, and every time it's red light, you're walking. For my second class, it loses the mostly needs of classes. Why would you then need physical education? Why would then you need art? And why would then you need
I,
PSAT? These are
I just,
all very important lessons to keep you fit
like,
and keep you smart and also keep you safe. But then what's the need of it? After all, if the primary purpose of it secures employment. So the impact? This, this house was right to oppose to the narrative of the primary purpose of education is to secure employment. For one, that's what universities do. And two, this is for children to get smarter, get more critical thinking, follow their dreams, stay safe, and get ready for the future. So every time they're in university, they don't just say random math that are ridiculously hard. So to end it, why is it this that is a thing when it's supposed that the school is supposed to support millions and millions of things that will help you in the future so you don't be poor, so you're in middle class. So I'll end this debate with one question. Is school's main purpose mainly to help you with employment?
oh,
Judges,
I'm walking.
before you please think, who are the winners? Why have we won? And why have I explained? I rest my case. Thank you.
So thank you very much for this wonderful speech. The speaker spoke for 4 minutes. Now, to clarify the clash for opposition bench, calling on the third speaker of opposition, here.
Can you wait 1 minute? A
All
few
right,
seconds.
sure.
Please, thank you. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. My speech will start in three, two, one. Education is one of the powerful, most powerful institutions in society. It can shape how people react, think, how people participate in the world, and how they understand their responsibilities to others. While education can and does help people secure employment, do, reducing its primary purpose to job preparation alone is a serious mistake. The opposition rejects this narrow narrative because education must first develop critical thinkers, informed citizens, and adaptable individuals, not just future workers. Like Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. But the proposition frames that education is only to be headed towards the market and job industries. In reality, rapid technology change, automation, and globalization constantly reshape employment. Training students mainly for current jobs risk them unprepared for future changes. The economies benefit more from adaptable individuals who can learn, innovate, and solve new problems. These abilities are best developed through broad education rather than narrow job focused training. In high school, buildings that in historical school buildings that age can vary, they all mention that education is strictly preparing you for the future and what is to come. They do this by teaching a comprehensive range of skills and abilities that do not factually make your choices after graduating to go and look for a job. Education plays a crucial role in developing thinking, creativity, ethical judgment, and intellectual independence. These skills shape how individuals understand the world, engage with ideas, and make decisions beyond the workplace. When education is defined primarily by employment, these essential aspects are sidelined. At the end of this debate, it is clear that employment is a valuable outcome of education, but it must ne- never, but it must never be its defining purpose. When education is reduced to job preparation, we limit critical thinking, reinforce inequality, and leave individuals unprepared for a changing world. A strong education system builds adaptable minds, informed citizens, and resilient societies that benefits that far outweigh short-term employability. For these reasons, this House must reject the narrative that education exists primarily to secure employment and proudly stand in opposition. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that wonderful speech. The speaker spoke for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, to finally end the clash, calling on the opposition reply. Again, opposition reply. Here, here.
Yeah. My speech will start in three, two, one. Only the sole debaters, the motion reads here that this House oppose the narrative that primary purpose education to secure employment. And hello, my name is Rosie, and today I'll be representing the prize speaker, aka the last speaker of the debate forum. And um the what's his name?
What the fuck?
Yeah. What does the
Okay.
government need to prove to win this debate? We answer this by proving that studying just only one major wouldn't help you in the real life, in the real world. Our first path to victory is that we answer this by proving that studying just one major, studying
Mm.
just one major
Um,
doesn't help in the real world, and it may be applied, but there will be a less chance it would help for you. And it
Hello,
wouldn't
Rosie.
yes.
Rosie, I'm really sorry. Um, First, I cannot hear you really well because you are quite muffled. So maybe closer to the mic. Secondly, are you the proposition or opposition reply?
Opposition.
Opposition, negative side, correct?
Oh, no,
I think
I'm from
yeah, yeah.
opposite side. I'm the reply speaker.
Yes, yes, yes. I think so. I think Rosie, you are in proposition or the government side or the affirmative. Is
what
that correct?
the fuck?
Yeah. So the first reply speaker should be the opposition or the negative reply. So it's um yeah, the other person. Is that okay, Rosie? I'm really sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, can I continue my speaker, please?
So what will happen is we will have the opposition reply, so the other speaker, and then we will get back to you as the affirmative reply. Would that be great? All right. So again, sorry for that, Rosie. And yeah, can we have the negative reply or opposition reply now?
It's me now.
Yes, yes. Sorry for that. Please introduce yourself and then you can start your reply.
What?
So my reply start will start in three, two, one.
Oops.
Hello everyone, my name is Raven Copygrose. I'm from Optia Sites and I'm a real life speaker. First, yes of course, job matter, but education is not job training a lot. Uh, so purpose of education to regulate labor supplies, then education becomes restrictive. I have said that education is like I have explained about That's what is education. And we need to know what is education so that we can understand this motion. The jobs of tomorrow often don't exist today, and an education system best with current demand produces graduates ready for yesterday. Um, Opposition claims creative thinking similarly by products of profession, skill, and we are, and I'm agree with that. So for me, there's education supports society and individual, and society benefits most when individuals are educated properly, not narrowly. Broadcasts come from come from people who can imagine alternatives, not just few vaccines. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that wonderful speech. The speaker spoke for 1 minute and 40 seconds. Am I correct? Is that Lucy? Lucy, is that you? For negative reply or opposition reply, can you please type down your English name on chat
Wait, no.
just for me to confirm? Is that clear? Hello? Is that clear? Up reply or negative reply? Okay. So I hope that it's clear in your end. So for Rose, I'm really sorry for a while ago if I have to interrupt you. You can restart your speech and please make sure to go closer with the camera or the mic so that I can hear you well.
Go ahead and use you.
My speech will start in three. My name is Rosie, and I'll be representing the proposition after the past speaker interviewed the last speaker. Hello, joiners, fellow debaters. This motion that this House was the narrative that primary purpose
Oh,
is to secure employment. What does the government need to
um,
do this by proving that with one major in the real world, would it only affect you, what your social skills, and etc. Even though the
wait.
opposition claimed that
What's this for? What's this for?
the opposition claimed that studying science is not a part of social skills or anything else. Well, it does in the real world. And even well, but this is flawed because if you don't study social studies, then how do you talk to people? How do you communicate to people that hook them into your presentation so that they can focus more? Oh, they know what you're talking about. They know what you're presenting, and they and you can make sure and you can trust them that they know what you're talking about and they understand. Not just talking like, the volcano, blah blah blah. But the people are there, just on their phones and not focusing. They're just playing games. They're not focusing. They're just listening to music. They're not listening. And just only you on the stage. Just presenting for no reason. But and even if it's true, our own team still stand at the end of the day. And it is the most important standard because imagine just only math, astronomy, like that. And not there's nothing some of the other subjects like science, English, PE, physical education like that. PSAG, as our one the two bound members just said. And PSAG stands for personal
personal social health education, which matters in the real world when your body speaks. Oh, when you're bleeding, what do you do? Oh, call your teacher, what do you do? And if you just study only math, it's not completing the whole entire education system. Educate the whole entire the whole entire payment for all the education. Our second path to victory here is that we prove that if studying one major
Ah,
means that there's a less percent chance to get into a university
when you
than in your major, even if you study so hard on that major from at the age of like five or something, and if you still didn't get other subjects to help you, other subjects to maybe bring you up, bring you as a privilege up, and kind of to other universities in other majors, not just only math or science. So the impact here is that you become properly in your life.
All right, thank you very much for that, Rose.
free
So,
cook, free cook.
all right, thank you very much. So, just a couple of seconds to just fix my notes, and then after that, I will deliver my oral adjudication.
What am I